I'm small for my age. My mane has not yet bloomed. My fur is a shade darker than the golden pelts of my kindred. My voice scratches out a cub-like yowl rather than the skull-rattling roar of my peers. Few believe I will survive the hunt tomorrow. Nevertheless, at daybreak, I will go to the city square and choose a slaycon from the keeper. The beast and I will be transported to an enclosed section of the border zone at the very edge of our domain. If I defeat the slaycon by sundown, I will go to the academy and train to become a soldier in the royal army. If I fail, I will be slaycon food. Our law of survival of the strongest leaves no room for the weak or cowardly. Meow. The broad side of Kadon's blade whacks me on the shoulder and again on my thigh. Stay alert, Leo. Focus. Kadon is one of our finest warriors. He fought with my grandfather, our supreme leader in the Great War. 25 years later, he still has a lot of fight in him. Training a scrawny youngling for the hunt is beneath a general, but grandfather will have only the best for his grandson and heir to the throne. Most Singas are trained for their hunt by a parent or by a professional trainer if one can be afforded. I wish I can take Kadon into the border zone and watch him slice the slaycon up with a few flicks of his blade. Kadon growls and comes at me again. This time my blade blocks his, marked by the high-pitched shriek of metal smacking metal. Instead of making a counterattack, I spring back beyond his reach. You know the length of my reach, Kadon affirms. The question is, how will you get inside my reach and make your move? That is the science of war. Reach is the combined distance of a warrior's arm and blade. Multiply that by strength and speed, and you have the product of their deadly force. I have speed on my side, but not much else. Even time is against me. The light is fading, signaling the end of the day and of this final training session. Soon I will head to the feeding hall, where soldiers are already piling their plates with meat from silver serving trays. The thought of food makes my stomach rumble. I hope Kadon didn't hear that. Hungry, are you? He positions himself between me and the door. You may eat when you score a blow against me. Kadon twirls his blade as if it's only a broom handle. His tail sways over the floor. I know he wants me to survive the hunt tomorrow, but no slaycon waits to be attacked. And while I'm on the subject, slaycons don't use weapons to extend their reach. They have their teeth, their claws, and a battering ram of a tail. To simulate a true slaycon encounter, Kadon should be on all fours, leaping and snarling with jaws snapping, claws flying. But if Kadon wants to change the pace, I can play along. I drop my blade and arc around him to the door. Kadon regards me curiously, as if studying a specimen under a magnifying glass. Where do you think you're going? He asks. Dinner. In a blink, Kadon resumes a combat stance, his weapon carving a path toward the back of my head, but I'm already in motion, stepping behind and between his legs. I sweep his weight-bearing leg into the air, which is a bit like kicking a tree, but it's enough to knock him off balance. I thrust my shoulder into his waist. My left hand secures his blade. Kadon crashes to the floor. I pounce on top of him, surprised to see my claws pressing into his neck. He's knocked out cold. I'd think him dead if not for the pulse beneath my hand. Kadon groans. His eyelids flutter, and I prepare to be brushed away like a piece of lint. He remains still, except for the smile breaking across his muzzle. Excellent defensive attack, Leo. I'd say your slaycon has good reason to worry. I'd say I got lucky catching him off guard. We're through then, Master Kadon?